Pleased to meet you. This is Fixed and Folded, the knife review channel for the casual knife collector. I'm Cody and I'm going to be reviewing the Benchmade SOCP folding knife. Well, let's get this out of the right away is the price. This is about $300 Canadian, which is expensive for D2 steel. But what you're paying for is the design and the implementation of the axis lock here, the balance. So this has been designed by Greg Thompson. You have a nice coated D2 blade, which is nice. So it'll give you some weatherproof capabilities because D2 isn't a stainless. You have carbon fiber elite handle, which feels really good. There's good traction on here. For some reason, I don't feel like this is going to chew up your pocket, but it does provide really good traction. Think like Spyderco's FRN handles on like the Tenacious and stuff like that, where it has a nice pattern on it that gives you good grip, but doesn't feel like it's going to chew up your pocket too much. It has these indents here, which are reference points for your hand that you can use to spin around to quickly go from front to reverse grip. And it's also just really comfortable. So this is a pretty unique looking design. This is a low saber grind with an unsharpened swedge on the top. Makes a spear shape, and it's pretty stout. You have a large unsharpened center area here for durability. This is designed to be for piercing, and this will slice paper out of the box, but it's not really designed to excel in either piercing or slicing, and yet it's supposed to be a durable piercer. This is, I'd say, the theory of design of this is probably like a combat tactical tool for taking out zombies. You know, this is like a spike. Really, this is for EDC carry. This is just designed to be cool and impress other people that are into knives, because in terms of like practicality, no, not very practical. It's just too big, and it's not incredibly slicey. It's not incredibly piercy, but it's durable and it's fun to use. So I'll go over that. The axis lock use is really enjoyable if you have big hands. I have extra large hands, and when I put the handle into my palm here, then I can pull back on the axis lock and it swings really freely shut. And to use this thumb ramp, I'll show you, there's a platform on here that is actually really comfortable to rest your thumb on if you're going to choke up a little bit. At first I thought this kind of looked weird with these platform design, but they're very comfortable to put your thumb on. The fit and finish is hit and miss with the SOCPs. I handled about 4 of them before I found one that was perfectly centered. Most of them would be really off to one side, and some of those you could adjust with the pivot screw to get centered, and others you just couldn't. So if you're interested in this knife and you want one that is going to be centered when you deploy it and centered in the handle, I recommend that you handle one at the store and buy that one that's centered. The weight is very light for a knife, for an extra large knife. I'm looking if there's inset liners. No, there are no. Oh, actually, you know what? There are inset steel liners that are skeletonized. You can see the circles in there. Okay, very sneaky. And the handle is completely rigid. There is zero flex. You do have a glass breaker at the bottom, a little, very small glass breaker, which sometimes glass breakers bother me in the hand or chew up the pocket, but this one is so small that it's just out of the way, and it's a non-factor for comfort. You've got big bronze washers inside here. The action is really smooth. Balance point feels right at the center for opening and closing. The design for deployment is really good. It's actually really quite fun and intuitive to open and close this thing. Free swinging, feels satisfying. The handle comfort is very good. You have a bit of a finger indent here, and then it decreases and then swells up again near the end, making for somebody with extra large hands, I'd say medium to double XL hands, even triple XL hands will fit this. This is not horribly thick, but it's very long, but you get all these different traction points along here to fit almost any hand size. The elephant in the room here is going to be pocket carry, because this is a massively long handle. I'll do quick size comparisons here. I'll show you a medium size knife with the Benchmade bug out. You can see this is like a mothership, and this is like a little pod compared to it. Then I'll give you more of a full-size knife. This is the Benchmade readout. You can see this just destroys that. That handle length, you can see this handle's ridiculous. So let's try pocket carry here. You have a 4-way adjustable pocket clip. You can go on either side on the front, and you can do left-handed carry. This is really comfortable from, I don't know if I moved this from the box or not, but I don't think I did. It starts out in the back right-handed position. And let's see how this carries in the pocket. It's not a full deep carry, but it almost is. You have about this much sticking up. So my pockets are 5.5 inches deep. And let's see how this fits. So I'm just going to slide it in without using the clip now. And there is a little tiny bit poking out. So I'm going to say this is close to 6 inches handle length. And then with the clip, a little bit pokes out there. So yeah, this is a significantly long handle. This gets maximum style points. This is an A or an A plus for visual design. For materials, D2 is good if it's coated, and CF Elite is comfortable and really lightweight, so B plus. Value, well, this is about $300, so value is not going to be that great, but you are getting a unique design. Maybe C plus. Enjoyment of action is going to be an A. This is really enjoyable. But for an EDC knife, this can't get high marks because it's just so massive. So maybe a EDC. I'd give it like a D, just because it's so hard to carry. Overall, I'm going to give this knife a B for an EDC knife. Obviously, it's really high in some categories and pretty low in other categories. So if you like this design, I think it's really cool and interesting. You'll probably enjoy the action if you have large enough hands that you can one-handed open and close this. Go to a store, handle one, and if it's right for you, then spring for the 300 Canadian, and you'll probably be happy with this. All right, it's my review of the Benchmade SOCP. Have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.